Have you ever wondered if you weren't the only you out there in the world? What if the people you love and cherish have actually been replaced by mimics, only pretending to be them? What if you're a mimic? These are all questions that, for those under 1,500 polygons and living in the forest, are daily fears. Welcome everyone. My name is Droll Gaming. I present to you today a game that indulges that what if and has us searching for a missing person whose likelihood has been replicated in Mimic Search. We begin our search as a police officer, driving our cop car on a rural road as we approach a crime scene. We communicate with our nonverbal, barely lucid coworker who explains to us that a woman was reported to have been the victim of a mimic attack, leaving only behind her purse and a ciggy. Naturally, as someone who fears so much as going to the bathroom for a glass of water at night, I turned the other direction and began to start an early retirement before becoming one with the pavement. After reloading the game, I made my way to the nearest gas station and asked the owner some questions. After failing to solicit me to buy his rhino pills, I ventured further up the road. Within the game, we are provided a laptop in our cop car that debriefs us on the recent crime and a map that details the tourist hotspots this rural road has to offer us. From here, we make our way to a motel where the owner offers us some insight into where we could find our next geometric informant. In this case, it is a farm where I hurl the cop car into the entrance of the barn and, unsurprisingly, it becomes stuck. Well, I needed to get my steps in anyway today. After exploring for a bit, I almost soil my tidy whities as the farmer plays peekaboo with me and his shotgun. Despite my soul leaving my body, he does not provide any useful information and then walks away from us as if he also now has to change his drawers. I then reload the game to reacquire our metal chariot, where we then visit a camping ground to the north of the map. The owner of the camper lets us know that he will not leave his camper to talk to us. That sounds like something a mimic would say. As prefaced earlier in the game by a sign near the gas station entrance, signs that you are dealing with a mimic include unnaturally long limbs, funny walk, they never blink, and sometimes have flesh-colored skin. Honestly, it seems like so far that everyone meets that description. Returning to our earlier conversation, the man in the camper lets us know that a homeless man, in between asking for some coinage, came by earlier and said he heard screaming. We follow up with this tip by finding the homeless man and ramming our car into him as fast as humanly possible. Unfortunately for us, we as mere mortals pale in comparison to his God-given strength, and he repulses our vehicle with his emanating aura alone. After getting out of the car, we talk to him and he lets us know the screams are coming from the house up ahead. We venture toward the house and confirm the screams are coming from the forest nearby. Don't you worry, ma'am. I can assure you that only the finest, qualified professional is on the way to ensure your safety. At this point, we've brought out the big iron and reached the source of the screaming, which, whether real or simulated by the mimic, leads us to coming face to face with the creature responsible for the recent disappearances. We activate VATS and dust the impersonator before the game reaches its conclusion. A relatively short experience, but as I've been told many times before, that size is perfect. The big ones hurt too much anyway. I had a lot of fun with the game in the hour I played it, and I commend this title for its immersive visual elements and suspenseful atmosphere it creates through the rural environment and bodycam-like point of view. To wrap up the remaining achievements in the game, I visited the trailer park and blinded its residents with my headlights whose lumens could rival the sun, and a man whose car overheated on the side of the road and almost made me turn him to red mist as he joked about being the mimic. For the remaining achievement, I scoured the forest until I found a soul red door that, when opened, crashed my game. Well, hopefully there's no mimic now in my computer. All in all, shout out to the developer for creating such a fun, succinct experience that plays to its strengths with a unique, creative narrative and chilling atmosphere. The game is free to play on Steam, so if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure the developer would appreciate you also checking out and playing their game. Similarly, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, leave a comment down below if you'd like to share your thoughts on the game. As I depart, I leave you with a clip of me reconciling my differences with the Mimic and ballroom dance with them amongst the serene forest. Thank you for watching. This is Droll Gaming, signing off.